Both, Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. This is the ESC United somewhat expert panel where we talk about the songs that were sent to Eurovision 2020 and then share our thoughts and, of course, scores. And I'm here with the team. There is Gabe, there is Sebastian, and then there is Robert. And we're gonna dive right into it because next up it is Estonia. Estonia is sending Uku Suviste, What Love Is. So let's actually talk about this in more detail, and I'm gonna hand it over to Robert. What are your thoughts? Share it now.
I shall share. Yeah, I'm quite the fan of this one actually. I think I quite like his offbeat rhythm, the da 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 bit in it. I really quite like that. I find it really kind of catchy. Maybe, I mean, dare I say it, a little generic at times, but you know, overall, I think it's quite a good song. It works well. It does what it needs to do. His voice works well, and I think it's a good one. It works in well with the backing singers, but he also stands out a lot in his own solo parts. I would say it's not a particularly revolutionary song, and I can understand why people feel it's just maybe it kind of is there. It doesn't do very much. It's not one that you're going to say, "Wow, that's really different." It comes on board, but that's about it. I quite enjoy it. I think it's good, but is it the best there? No.
Okay.
But good song.
All right. A good from Robert. Tell me, Sebastian, your thoughts.
Quoting the lyrics, I never imagined the power, I never imagined the need to listen this one more time and repeat. Quite honestly, Uku is a very decent artist. He's doing very cool stuff in Estonia, doing very cool songs, so I admire him as an artist. But when we are looking for the final top 3 of the voting in Eesti Laul, and we are comparing it, it was ridiculous that this song won either way. So I believe that this song have lots of fans because of how it was structured. This is the typical, very standard old ballad, especially the Dream Team have some slightly fingers on it. So I believe it's pretty decent song, but still, because of construction, because what Estonia can choose and how it works, I believe it's not a very good choice, and it will take a miracle if Eurovision will happen that the song will advance to the final, from my own perspective.
Okay. All right. How about you, Gabe? Please be honest.
Not too honest. The Estonian voting public have some serious questions to answer because, like you guys said, there are other songs that are better. But if I can just focus in on the minute, this for me is possibly the weakest song of its type this year. I think the choruses are incredibly weak. I don't really like his voice. I don't like the performance. Like, I really tried to find things that I enjoyed about this song, but I'm searching around and I just cannot find any. Like, the only good thing I can say about it is that it doesn't make me actively angry when I hear it. Like, it doesn't,
High
it's
praise.
just, it's, like, I'm sure he's a lovely guy, and I feel bad for saying it, but I really, really hate this song. And it is one of the few silver linings of Eurovision being cancelled this year that this will not be performed.
Wow, this is going well. So let me again pick up those pieces here. And I said it a few times in some of my live streams because people keep asking me about it. Estonia reminds me of the kind of music my parents listened to, like many, 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 many years ago. Like, they listened to that kind of music when it was out, and it was outdated back then, like in the late 80s, early 90s. Like, even then it was outdated. And but that's probably why it sounds so awfully familiar to me, and it's probably why I love it to bits. Yes, that's right, and I am not ashamed to admit to it. To me, the chorus is actually really beautiful. Robert was pointing out this da 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 da. It's kind of pretty, but it also feels at times a little choppy. I get that because the melody, there's too many words in there. It's just like da 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 da. It should have been a little softer, but I think they tried to squeeze in too many words there. But I really like the song. I'm not going to deny it. Now, and to get to Sebastian's point, though, a lot of people were surprised that this one is Dilao. And I am not at all when I watched it. There is a reason why this won by a landslide in the televote. Not in the jury vote, but the televote, because it's just that kind of music that a melody that people gravitate towards. Is it Revolutionary? No. Is it something we've done before? Yes. But why is it working? Because people like that kind of music. I'm telling you, a lot of people would gravitate towards that melodically. And for nostalgic reasons, in my case, and for the same reasons for a lot of people, and maybe other reasons. But I am a big fan of the song. And I actually think it, I don't know if it would have qualified, but I am pretty sure it would have been in the top 10 in the semis televote. It could have been the jury could have kind of cooked it. But I do think that it has much more of a broader appeal than people give it credit for. I love it, and I am happy that it actually won. As much as I was also supporting other songs, I like it. I'm not going to lie. So you got some different opinions here on this one. We have to see if this is also going to be reflected in the overall score. So let's go right into this. Let's start with Robert. What's your score?
Yeah, I just want to pick up on the point you made there at the end. I do agree with you that I think that people will and would have enjoyed this song at Eurovision. We can bemoan favourites which lost out in Istiklal, but the vast majority of the Eurovision watching public will never have heard of any of them and only have this to go off, and they don't have that disappointment factor. So overall, as a score, as I say, I think it's an excellent example of its genre. I agree entirely with Matt. It's no revolution, but there's a reason that these kind of songs keep appearing. It's because people like them and they do well. And I gave it a fairly solid 8 out of 10.
Wow, that is good. How about you, Sebastian?
Uku, if you are watching this, I admire you as a person, as an artist, and I think that you should come back next year, like all Scandinavia artists, you bastards. You're taking them from this. But hopefully with the better song. So I don't know how Gabe gonna vote, and maybe I'm gonna be the most hater from all of us. But sorry, it's my personal taste. 3 from 10.
3. Oh dear, that, yeah. Gabe, please tell me what you got. Your score. I'm scared.
Well, it doesn't get a 1 because it doesn't make me actively angry, like I said. But the problem is that there is nothing else
I love that
good.
criteria, I'm sorry. It doesn't make me actively angry.
Yeah, like so because it's only a kind of passive hatred rather than an active burning sort of thing. I'm going to give it a 2 and say that Uku, like I said, like Seb said, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but you really just do something better, please, next time. Anything at all. Yeah, just not this. Not like this.
Okay, not like this. So I will hopefully bring up the score a little bit here.
Yeah, we need it.
We need it. Yuko, if you're watching, you have a fan in me. I love your song. Yes, I cannot give it a perfect 10 for the reason that Robert and I discussed. It is not revolutionary. I don't think they took any major risks. But for its genre and what it represents, I think it's well executed. I stand by what I said. It will probably have done much better than what the tied Eurovision community feels. You know, so I am giving it 8.5. So I'm giving it the highest score out of this group. But is the rest of Team ESC United more with me and Robert, or with Sebastian and Gabe? I think Robert is already now. He knows the answer. So, well, here is the final overall score for Estonia, and it is 4.87.
Ooh,
That's a bit high.
that's a bit high.
4.87.
Ouch.
It's high in your view.
He did give it 2.
Give it 2 or so.
Last
2
year, the
times better.
highest score was 4.4. So I guess it's not, you know, there are songs that did worse last year. But I am disappointed at its low, because, you know, clearly my score is not being really reflected in this. But I was hoping for at least a 5 point something here on this one. That did not happen. So I still like it. I don't care about the score. It's the Team ESC United one. But if it were Team Matt, it would be way higher. So
Team Matt and Robert.
Yeah, Matt and Robert too. That is true. So Gabe, you still think this is too low? Too high. I meant. I'm sorry.
I mean, okay. I get to finish by saying, you know, okay, there was one cool thing, one good thing. I've thought of something now. The little light thing they did in the staging in Esti Lal was good. So, therefore, I think I'll be nice to him and say, wow, that is quite harsh, even though I would have made it harsher. But, you know, he seems like a nice guy, and that staging thing was cool. So, you know, silver linings.
Yeah, right. Whatever. So, there you have it. I want to put up the full score for everyone to see where we're at. This is where Estonia is at. I will not add any commentary. So, there you have it. We got to move on. Thank you, everyone, for talking about Estonia. We got to move on to the next video, and have a good day. Bye. Everybody wave.